Welcome back, everybody, to the Method Mayhem. We got a finale here. Joe Fernandez, Zico, and Supatis to bring you all of the action. But this is not the only finale that we are going to have. Next weekend, we've got North America's finals. The prize pool doubled to $8,000. The weekend after that, Europe's finals. The prize pool also doubled to $8,000 quadrillion billion dollars. No, it's actually only $8,000. Don't want to be held liable for telling an incorrect number, but I was trying to make a Dr. Evil joke. It's okay. Here we go. Best of 7 rematch. Method Black, Wildcard Gaming. Wildcard Gaming kind of playing with Method Black in that last time that they met, although last week it was very close. Here on the tournament realm on an even footing, though, Method Black are going to have to figure out something. That Rogue Mage Priest didn't look nearly as effective.
As effective as they wanted it to be. I felt like they, uncharacteristically made a few offensive errors, though. And a team like Wildcard Gaming, they're going to shut that down completely. So maybe if they, keep on top of it, I'm not sure. I think I prefer the Rogue Mage Priest to the Rogue Mage Druid overall. Like, even when they had the Rogue Mage Druid on their map choices, they all lost. So imagine if it gets to other maps, like it's not a really solid pick, and maybe they have better odds time around.
I wonder if we're going to see Mage Warlock at all as like an answer to the TSG.
That's what I wanted to see.
Because, I mean, the thing is, I feel like Warrior Mistweaver, they still have the Warrior Mistweaver into the Warlock comp. So I actually don't think it's going to be that great. They have so much shutdown for the Warlock.
Okay. You're not sold on it. I'm sold on it. I'm sold on it. I think it's Mage Warlock. Even Mage Warlock Mistweaver.
Yeah.
Mage Warlock Mistweaver would be good. And then you can kill the warrior with no die by the sword, grapple weapon him, drop to protect, play max range, just try and attrition them down. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad overall as a counter pick. Maybe don't blind it because then Wildcard Gaming might play something else. But when you know what's coming and it's on a really big map, I think that would be wise, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, right? We haven't really gotten to see the tournament realm play out too much, so things could still change.
I mean, I just feel like I don't think Mage Lock is that good into the TS. They have so many defensive cooldowns. Barrel Reflect is also a big thing that they would have to go through, and then there's AMS else. And if they don't have Druid, then they don't have the aggressive is where you can stun a DPS and kill them in it. The monk has a stun, but it's a 1 minute cooldown. Could potentially be an answer on Tolvir, but I'm not convinced. I feel like they'll do some rogue mage shenanigans, or maybe they'll bring in Swapsy.
Okay, I think Swapsy.
Yeah. We could see Swapsy, to be honest. I think we could see some. I don't know. I think we'll for sure see Raikou on the mage. The question is, do we see Swapsy on lock, or do we see what? We could see.
What if they mirror?
Mirror with Waz Warrior going up against Blizzo? No thanks.
I don't think.
No thanks. No.
I think the mirror could be something in the works if they feel like TSG they can't beat it. But for now, I just in the wildcard aiming at TSG mirror. I think maybe Swapsy can go toe to toe with Pi on DK. I think they're quite solid. They're both solid DKs, but definitely feel like Blizzard and Looney are a step above on the mid and Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Oh, they should do it just to see, just if they win, imagine.
No, I think we either see. I think there's a couple of things we can see. We can see Mage Lock. We can see obviously Fire Mage Rogue. I don't think we're gonna see Frost Mage Rogue Druid again, because they actually, played it 2 games and lost both games. So I don't think they feel like it's that good of a matchup if they want to pick it again. But we could see Frost Windwalker. Because that's what they used to do to counter a lot of these melee clays. They used to play Frost Mage, Windwalker, Druid. We could see that, or maybe even Frost Mage, Windwalker, Monk.
What about just Rogue Mage with Mistweaver instead of Druid?
I was gonna ask if Zika would like the Arcane here against the TSG.
Yeah, I mean, if they played Arcane, well, the thing is, if Raikou knew how to play Arcane, then it would be free win for them. But we're not going to see the Arcane. But obviously, yes. You just go Arcane and then you kill the warrior. Like, you can't lose.
I feel like typically Windwalker, Arcane, Mage, Resto Druid has been like the melee cleave counter. At least it was in Legion. Obviously, times have changed, talents have changed, and all that. So maybe not so nowadays. But I don't know, putting together like a theory crafted composition, I actually think that could do well against the TSG.
Yeah. I think Arcane is like actually really good into monks in general.
And there's no shot
Eclipse of
DHDK,
monks.
right? DHDK? That's not an option, right?
That's a better
Warrior
question for
tears it
Joe.
apart.
I
Who wins
think,
that? I think isn't the Warrior just favored in melee mirrors?
yeah, I think the problem with DHDK now is they're not as tanky as they used to be compared to last patch, as well as not having the Mortal Strike. So I feel like you may lose that dampening battle if just because
What if
you
you go
have the Mortal
Frost?
Strike.
Frost into Unholy. Wouldn't that be better? I feel like Frost DK is the counter to Cleave, isn't it?
We're not even gonna see the TSG.
Oh, dude,
Actually-
actually, I wonder if Zeepai thought they
I
would
like
Cleave.
this.
So Zeepai went Frost.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they thought they're just kind of doing this and they were anticipating a Method Black would think they're going to play the TSG, right? Even though this is very similar, I still like this choice because I think it could be good against Method Black as well. But, I mean, Windwalker DK into Rogue Mage is always a nice match to watch.
Okay. I'm just wondering if Zeepai should be Frost or Unholy. I think he went Frost thinking that Method Black would actually lock a Cleave of some kind. I don't know if... Do you think Frost is going to work out here over Unholy, Zika? Into RMP?
Yeah, I think it can work. Like the thing is, Rekka's been really good at the pre-blinking a lot of the setups. So I'm not sure. And Waz also like pre-evasions. A lot of them pre-shadow steps. Like they avoid a lot of the setups. But if they can land them, then yeah. And I think if they're playing spites time, they're going for Zeepai. How many spites? 2, 3 spites coming in. You get a sheep onto Blizzo, a re-sheep on the Dispel chest, could go for an MC. No, he gets in position for fear. Zeepai getting stunned up here immediately. Trinkets out of that thing from beyond immediately. Again, proccing onto Zeepai, doing so much damage. Was getting disarmed here. Zeepai though still on the ropes. He gets no defense from the AMZ, and that is a quick game for Method Black.
That was so clutch. Okay, so Waz, the last line of defense was the Death Strikes. Waz actually evasions the Death Strikes as well, so that was clutch, as well as the knock on the anti-magic zone. That's
and
gonna be
smoke bomb.
Yeah, I bet World Second aren't feeling too bad now about getting decimated quickly because Method Black just did it against Wildcard Gaming in game number 1.
And they might catch Looney off guard if they're flipping around with their targets here in game number 2. Method Black with a 1-point lead in this best of 7 grand finals. $4,000 prize. Also some good seeding for the final event where $8,000 will be on the line here. Can Wildcard Gaming do it again in Best Method Black, our reigning BlizzCon champions?
Let's see the opener to get another sap here. Looney is going to be the target here of the spites. 3 spites come out. Where's the war banner though? I think Blizz actually got it. And I think they killed it off. So actually not gonna force anything other than that war banner with that opener there. Method Black actually having a disastrous opener here. Raikou getting pressured. Blizzo now getting pressured with the smoke bomb, but Looney pre-vitality conduits. Raikou on the ropes. Looney trinkets out of the blind, so they get the trinket on the blind at least. Vendetta though was used in that exchange.
Yep, they use that Vendetta, so pretty good exchanges coming out for Wildcard Gaming. At the same time, though, Blizzo is taking chunks amount of damage. He is still very low. The cocoon comes in just before the kidney shot, so that's going to be able to restabilize things, but they're taking a lot of pressure. They need to find pressure themselves. Raikou actually sneaking in a sheep there onto Looney as well. They're maybe going to look to try and make a setup on him or just turn their attentions. Yeah, they do land the spike trinkets onto Looney. Doesn't have the trinket right now, gets put into a DR kidney as well. He does pre-fortify brew it though, at least, and it looks like he's going to be okay for now. There is a thing from beyond though hunting him down, but it looks like he's able to stabilize right now. Spike trinkets onto Raikou as well. They're now going to turn their pressures, maybe trying to force the ice up, but they get the pain suppression instead.
Oh, stun on Blizzo. They don't get follow-up. The fear instead from Chaz. How is Blizzo going to stabilize here? It looks like he's doing okay. They get another polymorph, half health. Sharpened Blade. Blizzo's trying to push for some damage, but he's very low on health. Barrier stabilizes Raikou. Life Cocoon stabilizes Blizzo. Looney repositioning to try and get a leg sweep. Leg sweeps Chaz. Chaz breaks out, goes for a big Shadow Mend over onto Raikou. Raikou looks to be sitting A-OK. Gripping Raikou now out into midfield. Chaz down at 50% mana. His mana is definitely going to be the pace of the game for the Warrior Death Knight. If they can burn that down to 0, they're most likely going to win. But a counterspell on Looney, he can't heal while he's interrupted. Blizzo is bursted down. He Blade Storms to avoid a stun. But I don't know if Waz committed it just yet. Blizzo is still dangerously low, activating Avatar, trying to get some extra shielding and push forward to kill Raikou. Raikou getting absolutely shredded. That's going to be cauterized, forced while he went for a polymorph. Now he won't have that as a lifeline. And Drestagast Spine has ghosted Raikou in the past, so not having that to guaranteed save. This is going to get dicey for Method Black. They try to push for the win right now. Blizzo trinkets, he died by the swords, charges over. Chaz fakes him on the mind control. Mind controlling him at low health. Looney gets stunned. Triple fear from Blizzo, which should be enough for him to survive. Both teams on the ropes at the moment. Blizzo pretty vulnerable, but Raikou with no cauterize equally so.
That was a big fake from Chaz on that mind control, almost netting them a win at the back of that if Looney would have been careful and pre-cocoon there. And you can see Raikou as well now in big trouble here. He has the ice block, no cauterize, could potentially go down. Going for the blink poly, gets it, but a nice cocoon there by Looney. He's going to keep Blizzo nice and aggressive. Chaz is in position for the fear. They need to land a poly like this and actually go for Looney with the Gladiator Spikes. They should be rotating back up. I think Wazas is blind as well. Triple leg sweep coming out of Looney here. Raikou's just going to respect it and ice block very early on there. Chaz super low on mana. Probably just doesn't want to fall behind at this point when he's actually fine on HP. Shackling that ghoul from the abomination from Z-Pipe. Trying to reduce the damage. Gets the nice rapture there. Dark Archangel on here with the Gladiator Spikes. Waz with the smoke bomb restuns Blizzo. Blizzo should be able to leap out now. Looking for it. Potentially right there. But now he is very corrupted. If Raikou can sneak in a volley, this could be the game here, Joe.
Yeah, it could be the game. The sheep does land onto Looney. Looks like Z-Pi is going to stop that re-sheep though. The war banner came out as well for this setup. And they actually get the blind onto Looney as well. They force the trinket, no war banner, so there could be some opportunities for Method Black, but they need to find it quick because Blizzo and Z-Pi are crushing Raikou right now. He has no defensive cooldowns left. They force the cocoon though as well, so they could potentially get it. This game, it can go either way right now. Chaz though, low on mana, has nothing in the tank, has that pain suppression and the barrier coming up soon, so it has some ways to survive for now. But they are on that ticking time bomb once again. Full sheep onto Looney. This could be it. Blizzo, though, trying to run away. Beautiful fear right now, trying to negate some of that pressure. Stormbolt onto Raikou to try and follow up the CC, but Waz is there to get the cheap shot into a fear onto Looney. They use the spike trinkets on the AMZ. He has to trinket away. They're trying to survive right now for dear life. He does have that rallying cry, but he looks fine. And now Raikou going to be taking a lot of pressure.
Raikou has no cooldowns left, but Looney's in crowd control. Who's going to fall first here in game 2? Rallying cry. It's available. Blizzo's holding on to it. He's dipping very low. Looney barely gets the live cocoon in between that stun lock. Waz is now rotting down. Chaz has such limited mana. Triple stun by Looney. Everybody on Method Black in trouble. Waz going to cloak. Raikou tries to blink, but they're in hot pursuit. They rop him back. Raikou taking a beating at the moment. How much more can he take here on hook point? Blade Storm tearing apart both members. Chaz is interrupted, but Blizzo now gets stunned. Looney's trying to pick him up. No counterspell available. Easy recovery for Looney. Blizzo feels confident. He's jumping in. Chaz knocks them away. Finds some space for Raikou, but nope. Gripped right back into the fray. Chaz gets stunned up at the end of his heal. Waz is on the run, trying to snare their push, but big Drestagast Spine. Raikou is just absolutely getting swarmed. Chaz activates Vitality Conduit for what could be the last time of this game, gripping Raikou away with that temp shield. They stun up Blizzo. They drop the spikes. It's do or die. It might just be good night. Corruption levels stacking to insane levels. Do we just see a cocoon traded out to stay on target? They don't even need it. Raikou grip back in. Blizzo not even using Die by the Sword on this corruption stack. He's looking fine. He's going to make it out alive here. Chaz somehow holding his team together with nothing.
Looney's actually kind of going out of mana as well, but Raikou could be in big trouble here. No cauterize for a couple more seconds. Blizzo in a nice kidney there, but as soon as he comes out, Raikou could be in the most trouble this game. Nice double fear. Blizzo wants to close out the game. He gets the Stormbolt. He goes battle stance. He's trying to look for the pressure. Chaz trying to deflect here. with the powered barrier, but Blizzo's taking a lot of damage. Waz has that Vendetta coming back up very, very soon. If Riker can hold on for a couple more seconds, he's going to get his Cauterize back. Defensive blind on that life cocoon here onto Blizzo. Looney pointing away from the sheep. Nicely done. Blizzo gets kidney shot trinkets out of that, and he smells blood in the water. Raikou activating the combust, looking to seal the deal here, close out the game. Looney's basically out of mana, and I have no idea how Chaz is going to keep Raikou alive, but Cauterize is now available, and Ice Block is a couple of seconds away, Joe.
Yeah, it's a couple of seconds away, but they're desperately trying to race this down and get the kill. 3 seconds left. He gets Stormbolt. They really want that kill, but he's going to get it. He's going to get that Ice Block back. Blizzard's going to be in a lot of trouble now. Uses that die by the sword as well to keep himself alive. But if they don't net a kill quickly, then Blizzard's going to be super vulnerable. Looney, though, going to have that cocoon back. He might just have to use it on cooldown. He has no mana as well. They're actually struggling to finish them off, even though when Chaz was for the longest time ever. Raikou now having to Ice Block. There's the cocoon as well to keep Blizzo alive and healthy. They desperately need to kill Raikou. This might be it. Pain suppression, though, coming out from Chaz, making him live a little bit longer. Zeepai, though, popping that Unholy Frenzy. They desperately want to get a kill onto Raikou.
Oh, they're all on top of Raikou. Chaz gets stunned. He breaks out, but there's no cooldowns. Vitality Conduit, maybe it's enough. Double Fear. Raikou, he gets stunned. Blizzo, maybe he holds out here on such low health. Rapture, Powered Shield, Temp Shield. Oh my god, how are you doing this, Chaz? For the better part of 4 minutes straight, out of mana. One barrier gets dropped. He gets robbed out of it. That rop out of the barrier easily nets them the kill. Raikou will fall, but Method Black just refused to die. Almost dragging that out to the point where Looney was out of mana.
I gotta say, it's really refreshing to see Chaz on the disc crease again. Welcome back, Chaz. Welcome back. Nice try, man.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, we've seen it from both Diablos and Method Black. When the Priest run it's kind of that false sense of security where you think you've won the game because the Priest is but they're able to survive a long time because of that Vitality Conduit, and also because the Mage themselves have so much self-healing with that Temporal Shield and that Blazing Barrier, and just, kiting away, they're able to survive for such a long time. So, they kind of got baited out using offensive trinkets and, cooldowns just to try and finish them off, but they weren't able to. So,
all right, Rogue Mage Druid versus Melee Cleave. Last time, Raikou just got iced by a double spine. This time around, he's going to want to look to avoid that. They had a ton of pressure. Also, there was that one first game where Blizzo kind of just fell over around the corner. So I think there is potential. I think we're writing the Rogue Mage Druid off too soon. And we're going to get to see it play out here again on Tolvaron. Zeepai charging into midfield, looking to find someone to try and stop a sap, but he gets sapped. Are they going to go? Oh, they are going to go Zeepai here. Let's see what they get done.
Zeepai, corruption stacking, gets blinded. Is he going to trigger the blind? Is he going to trigger the stun? Cheap shot on Looney. Raikou moves in for the poly, lands it. Big war banner there, but he doesn't get the poly with that. And Zeepai is still super corrupted. He is glowing red. Think from beyond. If it spawns, it could be devastating here. But no crowd control onto Looney. Zeepai actually escapes only using that anti-magic shell. Another fantastic war banner being planted by Blizzo behind the pillar. And Blizzo is going to just chill through that smoke bomb as well without using his trinket. Horrible opener for Method Black.
Yeah, not looking too great, although they did get a Lichborn, and Zeepai dropping very low on HP, having to use that Cocoon as well. But that Lichborn as well, excellent PvP talent, so his Icebound Fortitude is basically a minute cooldown, and he can get out of the stuns more frequently. So I like him picking up that Lichborn. Now, Raikou, once again, taking the heat of Blizzo and Zeepai on top of him. Blizzo trying to pre-blaze. I actually think he did pre-blaze from the kidney shot once again. I'm very sure he did now, actually, since they're going on him. And no kidney shot is on cooldown, but no kidney shot to be seen. Excellent play once again coming out from Blizzo. And they are doing so much pressure onto Raikou and onto Waz, forcing out the Iron Bark.
All right, Gladiator Spite attempt here onto Blizzo. Let's see if he can get out of the corruption zone. Managing to just avatar out of the snare and make it to safety, but it might not be that safe. Looney is still crowd controlled. What are they going to trade here? Ray of Frost gets gripped, interrupted. Looney still cycloned around the corner. They're just going for damage. They stun Raikou. They buy enough time. Looney has life cocoon. Blizzo likely to easily stabilize as a result. Raikou is still low health. Watch out for that double spine. Raikou Not going to go for it. Ice Barrier, big recovery from Chaz. Slight mana lead here, though, for Wildcard Gaming. If they can win this, they take the swing match, but that's a huge amount. What is this damage coming out from Method Black right now? Die by the sword, anti-magic zone, both cooldowns drop. It's taking a low health Cyclone. It might be GG here. Blizzo still has rally, but Vitality Conduit before the stun. Looks like Blizzo will stabilize. Decent counter aggression onto Raikou. Iron Bar, Temp Shield going to trade out for it. Waz getting whittled down as well. Blizzo still has Trinket Rally in his arsenal. Zeepai gets cloned at low health. Slightly annoying for Looney to try and recover here. Looney rolling into midfield. He wants to get crowd control and stop the drink, but he gets blinded. Trinket gets blind, gets sapped on the Trinket. Is Looney going to get combat? They grip Waz back in. They stun him up. They're trying to burst him down. Do they go for a follow-up leg sweep? Waz shadow steps away from that exchange, but Chaz is still stunned. He can't heal. They stun Zeepai instead to try and stall. Looney now into a full polymorph. Both Zeepai and Blizzo could be in trouble.
Big push here, but I don't think they have any more follow-up CC. Zeepai got a clone, and he got blocked right there with that drastic ass spine. Zeepai with actually I think that was Blizzo, but Zeepai's not even playing the steal. Blizzo reflecting a Cyclone there onto Chaz, and that mistake is going to cost them a lot of defense. Slight mana lead here for Wildcard. Kidney shot onto Zeepai. The Gladiator Spite's coming out. Zeepai could be in trouble. Looney, preemptive Life Cocoon on Zeepai and preemptive Fortified Brew in case they swap him. He's taking no chances, and Chaz has to Trinket right there out of that leg sweep. Nicely done there, securing that cooldown. And now Chaz could go down if he gets gripped in. Waz also getting cleaved here. Wildcard Gaming looking pretty good so far, but if Method makes it to dampening and they start spamming out CCs, it could change.
Yeah, Blizzo is having a nuts game so far, reflecting the Cyclone to force that first Ice Block of the game, as well as his previous things before was so good. Although Zeepai and Blizzo seem to be taking so much damage against Waz and Raikou. They have so much cleave pressure right now. They're doing an amazing amount of damage. Zeepai dropping very low on HP, having to use the anti-magic shell as well. Waz still has the Vendetta. Raikou's going to have that Icy Veins coming up quite soon as well. If they could force the Cocoon, this could be trouble. At the same time, though, Chaz getting in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have the Trinket, has to use that Bark Skin. Zeepai taking so much damage, and there's that Cocoon. They could be looking to pull the trigger coming up very soon if Method Black can get any crowd control onto Looney.
Let's see what they can get here. Full kidney shot, grenades down, corruption rising, Blizzo, blade storming out, Vortex back in for a moment. His corruption is quite high. He stuns Chaz. Zeepai and Blizzo are taking the most amount of damage I've ever seen, but they're risking it. They're going after Chaz. Chaz going to wild charge back to Raikou, escape to safety, try and get a Cyclone. Doesn't want to get spell reflected, trying to fake it out. Blizzo switches back to Chaz with the charge. Colossus Smash, Battle Stance, big sharpened blade from Blizzo. Chaz getting wrecked. Ring of Peace pumping him back into the middle of the map, but Chaz sneaks through the crack to safety. Zeepai trying to recover. Looney picks him up, but now Looney behind on mana. Zeepai is just taking it at the moment. Anti-magic shield. They grip Chaz. They're consistently trying to go after Chaz. Looney tries to roll in, but he gets Frostnova out of range of the leg sweep, but he will be immune to Polymorph in the Blizzard. Chaz is getting tunneled down. Blizzo stunned in Battle Stance. Vitality Conduit forced to be traded. Chaz trying to recover. Dampening has just kicked in.
Yeah, that Frost Mage Druid combo really hard to deal with, but Chaz spending a lot more mana than Looney, so Wildcard Gaming, they're still in this. Life Cocoon, of course, back on cooldown right now. A lot of pressure onto Raikou, forcing him into the Ice Block once again, making sure that he has no more Ice Blocks for what could be the remainder of the game. Blizzo all over Chaz right now. Stormbolts him in the middle of his leap, forcing out the Bark Skin. Nice leg sweep onto Chaz, forcing out Chaz's Trinket. Zeepai drops low. Waz drops low. Old Method Black is just rotting down through the pressure. Chaz getting ripped back in here. This could be the kill here for Wildcard. Waz using Cloak of Shadows. Still has the evasion of Raikou, no Ice Block, Chaz, no Bark Skins, and he has to heal everybody with about 10% mana left. All advantages right now in favor of Wildcard Gaming, and Method Black are on the ropes. But Blizzo could be dead here. Full sheep secured onto Looney. Raikou getting stopped on the read though. Nice cycle onto Zeepai. Nice sap by Waz. Goes for another one. Gets the kidney there. And now he's going to go back to his target here. Blizzo, how are you going to survive here?
Yeah, he's only surviving because of that anti-magic zone from Z-Pi right there. So excellent use with that trinket anti-magic zone. But now full blind onto Looney. I believe he does pre-vitality it. So he's going to sit that blind with joy, keep his teammates alive. And now they need to get onto Raikou. He's going to have that cold snap back in 1 minute 30. So they definitely want to end the game before that. And they just might do. Paralysis leg sweep onto Chaz as he tried to charge it onto Looney. Ring of Peace on Raikou. Blizzo dropping lower as well, though, in the cheap shots. Cocoon has to be traded out. Warbanner gets used as well. They really want to get a kill onto Raikou right now. Iron Bark being used, though. Waz has evasion if needed. Full Sheep is secured onto Looney. They could potentially take it if they get more crowd control, but unable to for now. Nice Fear onto Chaz. Going to deny Cyclones for now. And Blizzo and Wildcard Gaming, they're looking good, but you can't take out Method Black that easily.
They're so evenly matched, these titans from Europe. Who's going to take it here? This is a swing match. If Wildcard Gaming can take the swing match away from Method Black, they will have the advantage. Blizzo leads in. Big Colossus smash stun combo onto Waz. Waz has evasion, but he's trying to shadow step out of the fight. They Bladestorm in pursuit. Both targets in trouble. Vitality Conduit active on both sides. Blizzo gets stunned. This could be it for Blizzo, but Waz is low. He needs to be careful. He's trying to go for the kill, but he gets forced away by Z-Pi. Things from beyond are spawning. Does he have a cloak to dispel them? It does. Blizzo removes all of those things from beyond, but now gets spited again. The life cocoon needs to be enough. He leaps out of this one. Ironbark active from Chaz. Both healers going down until they are absolutely out of mana and out of options at this point. Cold Snap coming up pretty soon for Raikou. He might get it just in time. Waz evasions, but gets Stormbolt on his evasion. He's getting chopped up. Comes out of the stun, recovers. Z-Pi breaks out with Lichborn. They're trying to close this game out. Chaz and Looney are absolute beasts on these healers. Looney crowd controlled. Z-Pi's defense about to fall. Anti-magic zone gets dropped. Can they take Raikou down? He's got Cold Snap. He can block again.
Big damage here onto Waz. Waz shoves up to safety, activates the feint. The bridge can connect. It could be lights out. He gets defensive blinded immediately, but it breaks. And the execute takes down Waz and Method Black in 25% dampening, proving that TSG can easily hang even at this point in the game.
Yep, they seemed really good, and so far the RMD has just not been the right answer into TSG, even on Tolveron twice now. So, the first game I can understand, they got caught off guard, but this was a solid game. There was a solid amount of long time. Chaz got some drinks as well. They were still unable to best them.
What is Chaz on Druid bringing that he wouldn't bring on Monk and also have Paralyze?
I guess the Cyclones, the CC chains, but
I feel like they're not even trying to do that. They're just trying to run around the outside of the map.
Yeah, I feel like, well, they are trying to do it, but the thing is, Wildcard are just shutting them down. I mean, every time the sheeps come in, they're instantly, the thought process is kind of like that with every Medikey. If you get the sheeps, they're going to happen. Then you're like, okay, we need to stop the follow-up Cyclones. And you have a Z-Pi on your Blizz and the Blizzo on your team. As soon as he tries to go in position for that, he gets shut down. That's when they make their offensive swaps over onto him. And he's just unable to get the Cyclones out of the sheeps.
Yeah, I think it depends on the matchup, but
yeah.
For now, I like seeing Chaz on the Monk. Let's see what he can do on that Monk. DK Swapsy being tagged in, I think, for the first time today, actually, on that DK. So, gonna see what he can do. Blinding Sleet coming out onto Blizzo and Looney. Rift strategy. And what did you see?
Z-Pi actually death gripped Raikou away from the double blinding sleet and then stunned him, so he denied the double Chaos Nova. That was actually godlike coming in from Z-Pi's DK. Well read to shut down their first offensive go. And now they disarm Raikou. They're going to pressure him up as well as Swapsy. And, that deterrence on the first go is looking really good for Wildcard Gaming. They're getting a lot of pressure now onto Swapsy as well. That abomination coming out from Z-Pi as well as the cooldowns from Blizzo. But he's getting shrunk down really low on the HP. The Life Cocoon and the Rallying Cry comes out. When Blizzo uses Rallying Cry, he's scared because he never uses Rallying Cry. So the fact that he used it there, you could tell that it was an unexpected burst damage on him. This DH and DK are chunking through him.
they're deliberately not stacking. They have Zeepai going after Chaz, so Blizzo is only getting attacked as one member of the team, but it doesn't even matter that they're only attacking Blizzo. It's like he's made of paper. Triple crowd control. Method Black pushing for the kill here. Gladiator Spite's getting lobbed down. It's actually Blizzo's team's Spite. Not going to be getting any value, unfortunately. Looney does recover. Chaz disrupted for a moment. No significant mana advantages on either side, but yeah, Zeepai is just tunneling Chaz. Blizzo is trying to make his way over to Chaz as well. Chaz port. Looney gets gripped in. Double blind. Zeepai pre-AMS's the triple go, immuning it, saving his team a lot of damage. I mean, if he didn't do that, Blizzo would have got bursted probably twice as hard. Grapple weapons onto both sides, but Blizzo can't use Die by the Sword without a weapon. He might be in trouble. Bursted down incredibly low, trusting that Looney would pick him up. Life Cocoon going to save him. Raikou switches to Looney for a moment. See if he can land any mana refs here. Chaz getting bursted down around the pillar. Portaling away, but Looney's on top of him, and Ring of Pieces him back into Blizzo's line of sight for a charge. Nice play there. That nets them a Life Cocoon.
Big Ring of Peace there by Looney. He's going to actually tie them up in that Life Cocoon situation. Both teams now getting cleaved down. Blizzo actually activating that avatar, looking scary. Gets a nice storm up onto Chaz, who is going to be the target. Everybody's just hitting everybody. It's a slugfest. Chaz now finally being connected on Looney as well here, but Raikou dashing away, trying to connect onto Blizzo. Blizzo just kind of kiting here with the Chains of Ice, actually. Doing a pretty good job now, going back onto Chaz here, and it's looking good so far for Wildcard, actually. They've recovered somewhat from that initial pressure situation, and Raikou doesn't actually have his Metamorphosis for a little bit. Beautiful by Looney, and Chaz could just go down here, gets asphyxiate, starts blinding sleep by Swapsy, double fear to counter that by Blizzo, and Chaz is going to get chopped up. And Swapsy on the return kill right there, getting deleted as well, and that's, wow. What is this pressure coming out of Wildcard, man?
Yeah, they were just the better cleavers at the end of the day. I mean, my prediction for Swapsy topping damage still goes but Wildcard Gaming, they were just able to be the better aggressors. You know, they were looking to swaps onto Chaz, cleaving everyone down completely. Although there were a few close calls onto Blizzo, but, you know, once again, we're able to best Method Black. See if they can take it on Tiger's Peak.
I mean, they have to take it on Tiger's Peak, otherwise they're going to be second place again in the Method Mayhem series, and they'll only have one more shot to try and get first place in the finale event. Let's see if they can get a good start here. Zeepai charging into midfield. No! Waz got found! He's not going to get that sap triple spite. This is devastating for Method Black.
Big opener here for Wildcard Gaming. Desperation Kidney comes out. Blizzo goes for the double fear. Already trying to chomp up Raikou. Full blind onto Looney. Trinkets out. Zeepai gets out of that Gladiator Spite. That was only just one of them though. Chaz looking for some CC. Actually just trying to reposition here away from the DK here. Looney doesn't have Trinket. Does have Fortifying Brew. So he needs to be careful. He could get swapped to. Raikou looking to hide everybody here, trying to get into safety while activating the motorcycle, but Looney gets a nice war banner there from Blizzo, and Looney also preempted Life Cocoon onto Zeepai while taking huge damage here. Chaz spamming out Nourishes there. I think he is playing that Nourish build actually, just trying to keep his team going. Very late dampening, big healing output build. We'll see if that pays off for him. Blizzo in a kidney shot again. Method Black are just kind of looking to stabilize, drag on the game for a little bit, and then see if they can find a kill later. But Blizzo and Zeepai could get a kill onto Chaz, Waz at any point.
Yeah, they really could. They still have the defensive cooldowns. This was the vendetta from Waz right now, and Chaz actually sneaks in a Cyclone onto Looney. This is huge trouble for Blizzo right now. Has to use that Die by the Sword. Excellent play from Chaz. Now, kidney shot onto Looney. They could turn their attentions onto him, but it looks like they're just going to use it as crowd control. Swap over onto Blizzo or Zeepai and just kind of make sure that they keep up on their cleave pressure. Disarm, though, onto Waz. Gonna deter some of his pressure so Looney can catch up back on healing. Chad's doing a great job. If he could sneak in more Cyclones on that, I mean, that's why we bring in the Rest Druid, right? That was our argument. You know, if you're going to be playing that Rest Druid, get aggressive on those Cyclones to try and win the game for your team. Now, Spite attempts onto Blizzo in that kidney shot. Waz, though, the one dropping low in that exchange. Drestagaff nearly takes him out. DR Stormbolt for the executes, though. Chaz has to use that Iron Bark as well. Overlap of defensive cooldowns, but it was definitely needed, and it's the only reason Waz is alive.
Oh, now there's no Iron Bar for Raikou. He's interrupted for a moment. Double fear on the trinket from Chaz. This should be a nice block. Blizzo is charging over. They have to respect it. Raikou has to block. Waz is out of cooldowns. Chaz is already half mana. This isn't looking good. Chaz wanted to drink on that Gladiator Spite go, but they just punished it with huge pressure. And now Method Black are against the wall on match point, facing elimination here. They have to win 3 games in this best-of-7 grand finals to pull it off, and they're playing from behind already. Waz's feint is over. Zeepai's going after him. Raikou blinks in to try and sneak a poly. Looney line of sights it, repositioning. Blizzo leaps in. He won't have Heroic Leap to get out of a Gladiator Spite now. The Ursul's Vortex, there's the Gladiator Spite. Big punish there on that Heroic Leap by Waz. Blizzo, Life Cocoon gets traded, but his corruption is stacking up. He doesn't seem to care. He's just standing in the puddle trying to go after Waz, now trying to run away. Line of sight, wait for that corruption to fade. Zeepai gets swapped too. Half his health is suddenly gone. He was in that corruption a long time as well. Activating the Rathion Cloak, trying to remove any potential spawns. Looney recovering. Chaz is now crowd control, but Raikou catches him with a poly before he could leg sweep. Big opportunity. Are they going to go Looney? Waz just running away from the Blade Storm. Chaz is trying to get a Cyclone. Not able to find it. Looney line of sights. Chaz regenerated mana. That's very important. Zeepai is just getting owned. I thought they were going after Blizzo. They are. They're going after Blizzo. No die by the sword. Is he going to trade out the rally? Nope. Vitality Conduit enough. But Method Black are showing signs of life.
Big clean pressure there for Method Black, but Wildcard also very close to landing multiple kills here. They already forced 1 Ice Block from Raikou. Now they're going after Chaz. DR leg sweep. No trinket for Chaz, but Bark Skin is going to be enough to keep him alive there. Blizzo out of a kidney shot, and every time Waz kidney shots Blizzo, he starts going for kites. He knows that if he stays in after and tries to go for Envenoms, he's going to lose that trade. He actually steps the Stormbolt there, but now Blizzo reconnected to his target. Ray of Frost comes out there from Raikou, snaring up Blizzo. Full blind with the Looney, immediately gets trinketed out there, and now Looney has some work to do here. Blizzo on about 50% HP, trying to recover here, trying to generate some pressure onto Raikou. Every time Waz goes in, he is the main target, and when Waz is kiting, they have to go for Raikou. Raikou should be able to stall out another Ice Block before. He shouldn't be in a situation where there's 0 Ice Block with a big swap here. Potential as well for Looney. Gladiator Spite comes out. Anti-Magic Zone could be enough to keep Looney alive there. But, ooh, Thing from Beyond. Looney's not out of the woods yet. He goes for it. Gets a big heal there with the Thunder Focus D, and he should recover. But that was a nice attempt by Method Black. I want to see them do that more. Have Raikou land some polys just with the shimmers, and then activate the Spites and try to set something up. And Waz could be dead here, Joe.
Yeah, he could be. He has no evasion, no Cloak of Shadows. Chaz gonna need to do some fat regrowths, but the Dressagaff gonna be chunking his HP back down. The feint comes out. Defensive Shadow Step as well. Waz now running for his life. Abomination gets popped as well. It's gonna be doing a lot of damage onto Waz, but Chaz has the Iron Buck to answer if needed. Nice Nova coming out from Raikou on that Abomination. Gonna mean that they'll survive for now. Zeepai taking the brunt of the damage, Frozen Orb being activated. They're getting a lot of pressure. Raikou and Waz have been constantly dealing great pressure over onto Blizzo and Zeepai. They drop the Spite trinkets. Blizzo ends up trinketed. He wants to get out of that. He doesn't want to take too much corruption and make sure he can get away. But the Vortex, that's what we've been wanting. The Vortex on the Spite trinkets meant that he was unable to get out of it as quickly as he wanted. Chaz looking pretty good on mana. They're pretty level, but as dampening keeps kicking in, this could be dire. Oh, beautiful drink from Looney. Drink into half mana. That might mean the demise of Method Black.
Oh, Chaz is drinking now. Blizzo's trying to get over there. He's blade storming. Chaz repositions. They stop the drink, but he could sit down again. They stun Waz and try and push for pressure instead. Last time Chaz drank when Waz was getting attacked, he almost died. Looney rolls in. He might have a paralyze. He does. Chaz has no trinket. Evasion is about to fade. Do they have a Stormbolt or a leg sweep? A 68 onto Chaz, but he sneaks in Iron Bark. Waz shadow steps away, but Raikou grip back into the fight. 2 targets low. Chaz activates Innervate. He needs to get some high value heals out during this time. His mana is even. He can't afford to fall behind. Zipai being pressured suddenly out of nowhere. Method Black trying to keep themselves in the tournament here. Pressuring 2 targets down. Looney is struggling to heal through this. Counterspell is available. If he gets Counterspell, it could be game over. Raikou blinks in for a poly. Looney ports away from it. Out of line of sight. Picking Zipai up. Cocoon activates on Blizzo. Raikou ice blocks. Trading it, respecting it, but now they're switching to Chaz. Gladiator spite down. One thing from beyond spawns on Blizzo. He's blade storming away, but he's already massively corrupted. Dive by the sword trades out. He is managing to recover. Chaz barely holds himself alive. Raikou is falling behind. He's on hypothermia. Zipai is soloing him. The entire team of Method Black is dying on match point. Chaz has almost no mana and no cooldowns and no options to work with. Looney rolls in, stops the nourish. Vendetta gets popped. They're trying to push for the kill on Blizzo, but kidney shot is over. Now Waz is disarmed. He's not going to get any pressure. Raikou is still low. Chaz trying to recover. Wildcard Gaming are full health, but 0 mana. They need to keep the pressure that they have right now.
Tournament lives on the line. Waz, what are you going to do? Vendetta is active here onto Zipai, looking for the defensive line onto Blizzo. He trinkets out of it, gets kidney shotted. Raikou on the ropes, has 1 ice block remaining. Looney completely out of mana in a second, and so is Chaz. Which one of these teams is going to fall first? Raikou forced into another ice block. Blizzo on about 50%. Looney has the life good. He might need to activate it. Waz dropping dangerously low. He has the evasion. I want to see them stick onto Raikou here. Life Q comes out. And Waz gets swapped to getting deleted here. And there's the evasion coming out. They're going back onto Raikou. There's another drastic gap. And Wildcard Gaming wants to do it. They want to win this tournament. And they are only seconds away from doing it, Joe.
Yeah, they are only seconds away. They just need to reconnect on Raikou. Zipai is almost there. Down goes Raikou, unable to do anything about that. And Wildcard Gaming once again with a dominant performance now coming in on the TSG. And that's going to be GG once again. Wildcard Gaming take it 4-1 against Method Black.
All right, Wildcard Gaming hold their title. They hold their throne as the lords of the Method Mayhem for 2 weeks in a row. They are looking unstoppable now on the tournament realm with this Warrior Death Knight Mistweaver composition. Method Black's Rogue Mage Druid, their BlizzCon winning composition could not best them. They'll have one more chance, though, for the finale of Europe in 2 weeks from now. North America will be next weekend. We had 31 teams sign up for this tournament. Let's go look at the bracket of which all of these teams competed. It's been a very entertaining weekend here over on the tournament realm. Wildcard Gaming, man, it seems like they just had such an easy run this tournament, only dropping 2 games overall in this entire composition, getting a 3-0 over BlizzCon champions on Team of getting a 3-0 over Ratipai's Making a Movie, getting a 3-0 over Diabolus Red, getting a 3-1 into Method Black, into a 4-1 on Method Black. Man, this 2020, this is looking like Wildcard's year, although I feel like in the past, like Zico, you've always said, like, this team is a top contender, like they should win, like on paper.
They've always been
they should win, right? Like, so I don't know. 2020 is looking really good right now for Wildcard Gaming. They're just dominating everything. I can't wait to see them when they go up against the Globe later on. So Wildcard Gaming are certainly in a great position. It's been an awesome tournament. Again, thank you to all the competitors. Really hope to see them compete in the finale and also sign up for future events. I'm pretty sure Method has a couple more ideas for tournaments in the future going as well. So definitely keep your eyes open to that. Follow them on Twitter so you'll be notified, because then you'll be able to sign up, get access to the tournament realm, get all the little goodies, get all the little corruptions and all the gear that you want. Try and give it a go here. Maybe you'll get a clip of yourself as we got that one died to sack team. We got there. I'm sure they're ecstatic about that. So just sign up, give it a go, try and have some fun. That's what it's all about. So shout out to the players. Shout out to everybody in chat for coming out here and tuning in to some arena action. Hope that you stay safe. Hope that you stay cozy. Recommend that you stay home as well, but that is probably the most cozy location for all of us gamers. So we should be sitting pretty comfy and happy about it. Shout out to Method and the production and the admins for getting us into the games, getting us going, and up and running. Congratulations once again to Wildcard Gaming, GG's to Method Black and all the other competitors. Big thank you to Zico and Joe Fernandez. It's been a very entertaining weekend, and it is all thanks to you two as well.
Thank you, Sid. It's been a blast.
Yeah, thanks everyone as well. Thanks for having me here. It's been a pleasure casting with Super Team and Co as well. And also seeing these games plan out, both of these teams, especially, you know, the newcomers, like, you know, that I pretty much underestimated, such as World Second, you know, being able to best some of the best European teams, make it all the way to third place, as well as, you know, the classic Wildcard Gaming versus Method Black. Love seeing them play time and time again. I feel like even though the score line doesn't seem so close, the matches were really intense, and it still could have went either way looking back at the game.
We got North America next weekend, the finales, $8,000. We got Europe finales the weekend after that, $8,000. Will the boys keep their throne in North America? Will Wildcard Gaming keep their throne in Europe, or will the gods be destroyed? You'll have to wait and see. It's been an awesome weekend here for the Method Mayhem Season 1, and we're going to be concluding it. So I hope that you have a good day, and we will see you next weekend.